Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Great to see you all. Thank you for being here on time. Let's get started. So today will be more like a review and integration of what we covered and some guidance on your portfolio as well. Our main focus will be on your asset creation journey as well. So let's summarize what we learned, but also hopefully you will learn new things as well. This will be a journey of new paradigms as well. So when we look at the new paradigm of success, the future belongs to those who learn more skills and combine them in new creative ways. We are in the digital age, AI age. Instead of fixed careers, we have portfolio careers. You need to have a portfolio of skills and careers right now. Instead of employment, you need to focus on your entrepreneurship, your solopreneurship journey. You need to create your own job instead of applying for jobs. Because when you apply for a job, there will be hundreds of others. And jobs are in decline. It's a very risky business. You might not easily find a job, but you can create your own job if you think and position yourself as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur. And you can do this easily with using these advanced AI tools. And that was the main message in this module. You can easily create your own job using these advanced AI tools. Yeah? Instead of scarcity, there is abundance of everything. And instead of privacy, there is visibility. Your personal brand should be visible all across globally, and it is inside your assets and portfolio. You make yourself relevant and useful through creating new products and new assets that are useful for other people. And of course, the market is global right now. You can sell, especially digital products, globally right now. So we have entered this portfolio career model. The most valuable people in this age are polymaths who combine multiple skills that don't usually go together. How can you do that? That's the million-dollar question you need to ask yourself. So how does this work? You need to have multiple income streams, diverse skill combinations, project-based work, adaptable expertise, and personal brand as the unifying element in all of this. Do you have these? Ask yourself. If not, how can you develop them using this module? Use this module as a leverage. Use your module projects as a leverage to create your portfolio career. Each of your asset creation attempts, initiatives, will be another part of this portfolio. Okay? And I do this myself. I have Medium, which gives me income every month, $200, etc. And I have my YouTube channel, which gives me $100 each month, etc. And I have Gumroad digital products, and I have other income streams, and I have investment portfolios. I invest in NASDAQ, and I invest in cryptocurrencies. All of these are combined together, and each of these bring me passive income. Yeah, so that's what you should do. You should have a portfolio of different careers. I also try to do executive teaching. I also have digital online teaching. I design these new courses, new exercises. So all of these things add up to my personal brand, yeah? And I do all of these things, which create me multiple streams of income. And that's what you should be doing in today's day and age. Don't only depend on your salary. You need to create multiple streams of income and multiple careers. What else? What else did we cover in this module? Creator economy mindset. Build once, sell twice. Sell actually dozens of times. You will build only once, but you can sell it dozens of times if you create your digital assets. So you need to shift from consumer to creator, from employee to owner, from student to creator, from service provider to product builder, from buyer to seller, from consumer to investor, producer. From trading time for money to creating scalable assets, and from dependent to independent. So you can transition from your corporate career to creating content that generates you passive income through articles, courses, digital products, and other assets. And that should be your goal, because that will give you independence in the next decade. What else? Infinite game. How can you create infinite games? Finite players play to win. Infinite players play to continue playing. So in infinite games, you are only competing with yourself. You have no one else, no competitor. Your only competitor is yourself. So what does this mean? You need to go beyond short-term metrics, to really think long-term. You are competing with yourself. You are building for longevity. You are creating sustainable systems. You are prioritizing learning, skill building over winning. You are making moves that compound over time, and you are creating assets that compound over time. Think of this as a 10-year horizon, at least 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Companies like Amazon sacrifice short-term profits for long-term market position. Amazon, Jeff Bezos always asks themselves, what will not change in 10 years? Let's say in 2035, what will not change? Customers will always want cheaper prices, high quality products. They want it immediately, even shorter delivery times, yeah? They will still want these after 10 years. So Amazon is focused on excelling in all of these, yeah? And obsessing on all of these. So the same you should do for your career. In 2035, have a conversation with your future self. What do I want to do after 10 years? And what are my priorities based on my conversation with my future self, who lives in 10 years ahead of me? So have a conversation with your future self to find out what your priorities are. That's the way you build your infinite games, yeah? You are only competing with yourself, and you are in dialogue with your future self, who lives 10 years ahead of you. Anti-fragile thinking. So when there is volatility, randomness, disorder, you can thrive and grow. You need to be anti-fragile. Your career also needs to be anti-fragile, so that when there is an economic crisis, you gain. You benefit from it. When there is a volatility, you gain from it. So you turn risks into opportunities. You benefit from risks. Yeah? You can do it by being anti-fragile. So that means move beyond resilience. You have to be resilient, yes, and your system should get stronger through volatility. Build your career optionality. Embrace calculated risks and learn from failures. So you can only achieve these by thinking and acting like an entrepreneur, a solopreneur. If you establish your assets, your asset creation games, your online stores, your YouTube channel, your TikTok, your Instagram brand, all of these assets, right now, if you build them, you become much more anti-fragile, because you learn from your failures, you think, act like an entrepreneur, you develop amazing skills, you use AI that leverages these new skills, and you create things, products, services that will meet the needs of hundreds, even thousands of customers, potential customers or clients, or your target segment audience, who love you, who buy from you, who trust you. And this is the biggest asset that you can have. And this will make you anti-fragile. So you really need to think like a solopreneur to become anti-fragile. So that even if you lose your job, you can say, I will have my own jobs. I can go 100% on my YouTube channel. I can sell my digital products. I can create better digital products. I can create my Instagram brand. I can create my online Shopify store. I can do all of these things. I don't need a job. I will create my own job. Yeah, that's the mentality you should be having in today's day and age. So that if there's an economic crisis, you lose your job, then you can easily recreate your own multiple careers. Yeah. So please do this exercise right now. Mental model mapping. Draw a circle in the center of a page with your name on a piece of paper. You can also do this on your laptop if you wish. Put your name at the center. And then create branches for different mental models that resonate with you. And under each branch, please write specific actions or decisions that align with this model. What will you do exactly in the upcoming weeks or months, this summer, let's say, until the end of August, yeah, together with your portfolio submission? What will you be doing in order to put these into action? What are these? Let's review them. And I want you to give a score. What is your score on this out of 10? Have you embraced this? 10 means, yes, I'm really good in this. 1 means very low. Give yourself a score. And then identify some actions on how you can do this. Okay? How can you implement this new paradigm of success? Identify some action points. Put them into your chart. We will create a chart, yeah? You put your name at the center, yeah? And then the first branch is this one, new paradigm of success. Please identify some action points. I want you to do some brainstorming, yeah? Let's create a concept map of actions. What are some actions you can do to foster and implement this paradigm, new paradigm of success? Please come up with some clear actions, smart actions to put this into practice in the next weeks or months. Yeah? Give yourself a score out of 10. Evaluate yourself. Yeah? 10 is the highest, 1 is the lowest. And then think of some smart actions. Put them on your chart. I will do this and this and this. How can you do these? Is this clear? Let's do this. Write down at least one action point to put this into practice. Okay? What will you be doing exactly? How can you upgrade yourself in this AI age, generative AI age? How can you build your entrepreneurial goal? How can you upgrade your skill set? Which skills do you need to focus on? Do you have particular specific skills that you wish to focus on? You can write them. Okay? Let's wrap this up. Let's continue with the second branch. Now go back to your name, yeah? Create a second branch for your concept map. What will you do to implement this, to have a portfolio career? Please brainstorm. Think of some smart actions again. Give yourself a score for this. Out of 10, again, evaluate yourself. Do you really have a portfolio of diverse careers? If you don't, you can give yourself a lower score, 2, 3, something like that, yeah? But if you are already doing multiple things, let's say I have my YouTube channel, I'm writing on Medium, I am working on my newsletter, I am working on my Investments, let's say. I'm working on my online store, Amazon store. If you are doing multiple things, then you can give yourself a higher score. And then please think of some smart actions to improve this. Can you become a polymath? Which multiple skills can you combine together? Which disciplines can you combine together? Think about your portfolio career. What are they made of? What is your portfolio made of? Your YouTube channel, your Medium blog, your Instagram brand, your Amazon Etsy store, your Gumroad digital products, your NASDAQ investments, your cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin investments, etc. Each of them is like a portfolio career. Maybe you do some coaching, some teaching, online teaching. You are continuing your masters at the same time, at your education, your learning, yeah, that's another career. What else? Think about all these different portfolio careers. Side hustles, do you have any side hustles? Put them here as well. How can you develop more of these? Think of some smart actions. Can you develop more of these? So use your asset creation project to try some of these this summer. It's your opportunity to grow multiple assets. Yeah? You can grow them at the same time. Think of what you can do. Think of some smart actions. Write them down. Let's wrap it up. The next one, creator economy. Give yourself a score again. Out of 10, what is your score? Are you a creator? Have you moved from consuming to creating? How do you have, let's say, dopamine in your life? Are you having your dopamine from endless scrolling on TikTok or Instagram? Then you're a consumer. Do you get your dopamine only from shopping? Then you're a consumer. I get dopamine only from Netflix. Then you're a consumer. Sorry. In order to shift to the other side, you have to create your own assets. You have to create your own storytelling. You have to create your own YouTube channel. You have to create your own TikTok. You have to create your own e-commerce, digital products, yeah? And the dopamine that you receive from creating these things is much higher and much more sustainable and much more joyful. Yeah? So your dopamine should come from being a creator, owner, investor, YouTuber, TikToker, Instagrammer, entrepreneur, solopreneur, yeah? Think of some smart actions on how to do that. How can you jump from the consumer side to the creator side? How do you do that? Can you gamify this? Can you turn this into a game so that you are obsessed about creating for the long term? You love creating. You need to change your environment so that you shift from consuming and shift to creating, a creator mindset. Creator mindset involves investing, creating your videos, articles, assets, doing some creativity experiments, creating your courses, all of these things. Okay, think of some smart actions again. The next one, are you playing infinite games? Evaluate yourself out of 10. Or are you playing finite games? What's a finite game? You just focus on finding a job. That's a finite game. 100 other people will apply for the same job. They will hire just one person. And you are competing as 100 people for the same one person position. That's a finite game. You either get the job, yeah, which is 100 others are also desperately trying to get the same job, yeah. This is a finite game, yeah. Only one person wins. 99 will lose this, yeah. So finding employment is a finite game. How can you shift from a finite game to an infinite game? Think about that. That requires enlarging your horizon. Can you create your own employment based on your passions, desires? What would be your ideal job? Can you create your ideal job? Let's say my ideal job is creating videos. Then why don't you do that? Become a YouTuber, Instagrammer. Create your own videos right away. Don't wait for permission. You don't need any permission. You see what I mean? You are only competing with yourself to create your own infinite games. Infinite games are long-term. Your only competitor is yourself. These are sustainable games. And eventually, for the long term, you will win them. You will encounter lots of failures, yes, but each of these failures is a learning opportunity. You are building skills, actually. Even if you fail, you are learning, you are building skills. So in the long term, you will eventually win these games. Yes, it requires a lot of resilience, but eventually, in the long term, in 10 years, yeah, your future self will be proud. Your future self in 2035 will be proud of your current self if you do these things, yeah? Because you have built your own empire, content empire, your YouTube empire, your Medium empire, your online shop empire, your Shopify empire, your Etsy, Amazon empire. Each of these are like empires, yeah? And each of these empires start with small steps. You start with your first article. You start with creating your first video, first social media post. These are all baby steps, yeah? But these baby steps, you can compound them, and then these will be your Everest for the long term. In 10 years, this will be like climbing your own Everest. Yeah? It all starts with conviction, making the decision to start your journey right away, right now. I'll take the first small step with courage. I have nothing to lose. Even if I fail hundreds of times, eventually, if I continue my journey, I will eventually win this game. Because I believe in the power of playing this game. I'm a good competitive player. My competition is with myself, not others. I'm competing only with myself. Yeah? So, give yourself a score, and then some smart actions, please, again. Write down your smart actions. Anti-fragility, let's continue with the last one. How can you become more anti-fragile? Give yourself a score. Are you anti-fragile or not? Out of 10. 10 is I'm very anti-fragile. Let's say there is a deep economic depression. I can even benefit from economic depression. Can you say that? How can you be more anti-fragile? Can you turn risks into investments? Can you turn risks into opportunities? How do you do that? Think of some smart actions, please. How can you start thinking more like a solopreneur, entrepreneur? Can you create multiple small experiments rather than one big bet? For example, let's apply this to job applications. If you apply to only one job, what if you don't get the job? You lose it, yeah? But if you apply for 50 jobs, even if you get rejected from 49 of them, one of them is enough to get the job. Like, if you get 49 no's, rejections, yeah, but only one yes, the one yes is what matters, yeah? The same with your products, the same with your Medium writing, the same with your YouTube videos. If you create, let's say, 200 videos, 199 of them are failures, let's say, nobody watched you, but one of them was viral and thousands of people have watched that video, then you win the game. That's it. You need only one video, yeah? But to get that one video, you need to create hundreds of experiments, yeah? To be anti-fragile. And that means embracing failure, learning from failures. So are you learning from your failures? How many failures do you have, yeah? Ask yourself. Can you get to like your failures? If you like your failures, learn from them. If you love your failures, then you are very anti-fragile. I love my failures, yeah? I created almost 2,000 Medium articles. Many of them were failures, nobody read them, very few people read them. But I still love writing on Medium. I love it, and I do it every day. So that means I'm very anti-fragile. I don't depend on external success. I don't depend on virality, no. I created 1,300 videos on YouTube, and I never quit it. I will continue my game. I'm very anti-fragile. Even if nobody is watching my videos, I will continue my game because I love it. That's very anti-fragile, yeah? How can you be really anti-fragile? Think about some smart actions again. Okay, so this is sort of like the summary of this module. Now, I want you to discuss this in clusters, 2 or 3, as you wish. Come together, discuss what you learned from this, and think about these mental models. Are you applying them? What did you learn? Was there anything surprising? Can you exchange some comments with each other? What are your experiences? Try to learn from each other, yeah? Discuss. What surprised you about this whole exercise? Are you on the right track? Are you progressing? How do you feel about this? Can you incorporate them into your life? How? Can you play these games? How? Feel free to discuss, exchange your perspectives or experiences. Do you have any challenges? Which one is the hardest for you out of these models? Which one is the hardest? How can you get there? So try to learn from each other, please. Keep talking, 1 more minute. Okay, let's wrap it up. Wrap it up, please. Okay, here is the next exercise. I want you to focus on the next exercise now. There are 4 types of wealth. Let's focus on the next exercise now. There are 4 types of wealth, okay? Financial wealth, knowledge wealth, network wealth, time wealth. I want you to rate yourself out of 10 in each of these. Financial, knowledge, network, and time. Out of 10, how would you rate yourself? Identify which one requires most immediate attention and create one specific goal for each of these quadrants for the next 6 months. And you will design one daily habit that will help build each type of wealth. Okay? So I want you to go over these individually. Go over these slides, yeah? Evaluate yourself out of 10. So let's start with financial wealth. Out of 10, what is your score? Give yourself a score. Financial wealth, out of 10, give yourself a score. Out of 10. What is your score? And then after your score, create one specific goal for this type of wealth and one daily habit. What can you do? One specific goal. You might say, in the next 6 months, I want to make extra 5,000 pounds, $5,000 in the next 6 months, let's say. I will do this through parallel careers, investments, whatever. Or you might say, I will increase my monthly income to additional $1,000. Every month, I will create $1,000 extra or $500 extra. Okay, identify your goal, write it down, evaluate yourself. Out of 10, where are you right now? And specify one small action you can do every day to increase your financial wealth. Can you read books on how to get rich? Wealth. Are you reading enough books on this? Are you reading articles on this? Are you watching YouTube videos on these topics? Are you investing in yourself? Are you gaining new perspectives? Mental models on how to get rich, how to achieve wealth? And can you take some actions? Think about your assets, investments. Can you buy, let's say, Bitcoin or Ethereum or altcoins? Can you buy some NASDAQ stocks for the long term? Can you create additional streams of income? Can you establish some money-making trees? Can you create some assets which will generate you income? How will you achieve your financial security? Maybe you'll find a job, part-time job. Maybe you will establish your own online store. Maybe you will own a business, create your own business. Maybe you will decrease your debts, pay off them. Think about this. How can you build assets that work for you while you are sleeping? Imagine at night you are sleeping, but your assets will continue to make you money. Your articles, your YouTube videos, your online store, your digital products, all of these things, you continue making money, even if when you are sleeping. How can you do that? Think of some smart actions, write them down. Okay? Let's wrap this up. Let's continue the next one. Knowledge wealth. Give yourself a score out of 10. How would you rate yourself out of 10? Your knowledge wealth. Think about all your skills, expertise, specialized knowledge, intellectual property, inventions, innovations, mental models, frameworks, processes. Do you know how to sell? Do you know how to build? Do you know how to become a solopreneur, entrepreneur? Can you develop rare, valuable skills and skill combinations? How can you do that? Give yourself a score out of 10, okay, for this. And then, in the next 6 months, how can you increase this? What kind of books will you be reading? Fiction or non-fiction? Will you be attending some online courses? Will you be subscribing to some newsletters, YouTube channels, podcasts? How will you accumulate more knowledge, wisdom, perspectives, insights? Can you read articles on Medium, let's say? Can you read some new books? Can you visit the UEA library? Can you take some online courses? Can you watch some YouTube videos? Which are your top topics, priorities that you want to specialize in? I want to get more knowledgeable in which topics? What are your priorities? Choose some topics that you are really interested in, you're passionate about, or you're excited about. Can you develop rare, valuable skill combinations? Think about what you want to achieve in 6 months, yeah, to increase your knowledge wealth. Can you, let's say, turn this into assets? Think about that. Let's say I will read at least one book every week, and then I will write a book summary, book review, and publish it on Medium. And that means I create a new asset. Every week, I turn my reading into assets. And I can make money out of this. I can create a business which will be based on book summaries. I can create my own book summary business by sharing my own insights, interpretation, whenever I read a new book. And I can create 2-page summary or 3-page summary of each book, let's say. And if I do this enough, then I can create my own database of best books on this topic. And I can maybe turn this into a Substack newsletter. Every Monday, I will send a newsletter for my subscribers on new cutting-edge books on artificial intelligence, let's say, future, wealth, getting rich in the age of AI. I will read whatever is published in this area. I will summarize these books. I will create book summaries, and I will share my own perspectives. I will create my own content, yeah? I will write on these. Eventually, I will write my own book and publish it on Gumroad, Amazon. I will sell it. So, what could be some actions, yeah? Don't think about just consuming knowledge. You are not like a passive reader. How can you actively construct knowledge using AI tools? Can I make experiments with ChatGPT or Claude? Let's say I'm really curious, passionate about this topic. I will create the most comprehensive guide on this topic as a solopreneur, as a writer, yeah? So think about the type of assets, knowledge assets that you will be developing, yeah, in the next 6 months. And identify an action point you can do every day. Maybe I will spend at least 1 hour for this, to create my own assets. For example, what I do is, I write 1 or 2 Medium articles every day, automatically. That means my Medium articles continue making money even when I'm asleep. I'm curious about new topics every day. This is a habit for me, yeah? Since the pandemic, I have been writing every day. That means I have 1,920 articles already published. And I will continue doing that in the next upcoming years, yeah? So I will be creating my knowledge wealth every day. I will increase my Medium library every day. I will create contents every day without skipping a day. Sometimes I publish 2 articles every day. So think about smart habits that you can develop as a solopreneur in this domain. Is this clear? So please write down your actions. The third one, network wealth. Think about your network. Out of 10, what is your score? Your network is your net worth. Who are the people you surround yourself with? Think about top 5 people in your life, top 5 people. These are the people you spend most of your time with, okay? You are spending most of your time with these top 5 people. Write the names of those people. Write the names of those people on paper or in your laptop. Who are the top 5 people that you spend most time with? And ask yourself, are these people really the correct people who will upgrade me, who will help me increase the quality of my life? Do these people have positive influence on me? Are these people positive or negative? What type of impact do they have on my life and quality of my life? If I'm surrounded by negative people who have bad habits, who have poor habits, who are gossiping, who are pulling me down, then why do you have these people in your life? Subtract people. Eliminate those people from your life. Cut your ties. Find positive friends who will upgrade you, who will give you inspiration, positive habits. Who are these people? Can you replace negative people with positive people? Preferably rich people. If you are surrounded by richer people, yeah, you'll also get rich because you learn from their perspectives, mental models. If you are surrounded by rich, successful entrepreneurs, let's say, investors, you will think like them. You will adapt their behaviors. You will gain from their wisdom, perspectives, richness from their perspectives, yeah? You will change your habits for the positive, which are all great things. And they will bring you positive transformation, yeah? So think about your top 5 people. Are these the right people? Are they positive? Do they nurture you? Do they support you? Think about your relationships, connections, reputation, social capital, and community who support you. Can you increase the quality of this community? Can you create a board of advisors for yourself? Let's say entrepreneurs or people that I admire, I look up to. Who are they? Can I connect with them on LinkedIn? Can I watch their YouTube videos? Can I watch their TED Talks? Can I follow them on social media? Can I connect with them? Can I attend their training programs, perhaps? Can I learn from them? Can I get inspiration? Maybe I can send them emails telling them how I'm inspired by them. If you have any questions, ask them. Okay? Try to be in their network. Try to develop your network. But this network should be in the name of curiosity. You need to be really curious about these people and what they are trying to achieve in their lives and their challenges, their journeys. Can you be part of their journeys? Can you help them? Can you support them? Can you become a partner? Can you collaborate with them? Can you create assets together? Think about these. These are all amazing $1 million questions, yeah? And they will help you build better networks. The quality of your network determines your opportunities, yeah? Think of some smart actions, write them down, and then we move to the next one, okay? Please wrap it up. The last one, time wealth. The ultimate privilege is deciding how you spend your time, not how much time you have. Do you have ultimate luxury in your life, which is having enough time? Having enough time. Spending your time wisely. How do you evaluate yourself out of 10? Do you have enough time? Time wealth. So think about your freedom, autonomy. Do you have control over your schedule? Do you have the ability to say no? Do you have your work-life balance, work-life integration? Do you have enough time in your calendar where you are free? You have freedom to create your assets, let's say. You have freedom to create your entrepreneurial journey. You have freedom to read books, to be curious, to follow your dreams. These are the ultimate freedoms, yeah? That means you need to schedule time in your calendar every day for your asset creation journey, yeah? To develop these skills, to develop these types of wealth, yeah? To become rich. The ultimate richness is the time wealth that you have. And how can you be more rich? Can you work smarter? Can you be more productive? Can you leverage AI tools to become more productive? Can you create assets so that these assets will bring you income even when you are sleeping, so that you do not depend on your salary? Because remember, your salary, your full-time job, it will be the #1 stealer of your time wealth, yeah? So when you are working full-time in a job, remember that you will be spending 50 hours every week in that job, yeah? 50 hours, 40 hours every week in that job. If you don't like that job, then that means you are in decline. Mentally, you are declining. Emotionally, you are declining. Spiritually, you are declining. In terms of health, well-being, you are declining. You hate your life. You hate your job. You hate your colleagues. You hate your company. That's a life in hell. You don't want that. Yeah? You need to create your own heaven. You need to create your own ecosystem where you can thrive as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur. Yeah? That's why this module was the most crucial module in your educational journey. This is the only module which treats these seriously. You know, I'm the only professor who tells you you don't need to depend on your job. You can create your own job. You can create your own system as a solopreneur. You can be smart. You can create your assets. You don't have to depend on this job, which will suck all the joy from your life. Yeah, you don't need to. You don't need to hate your job. If you have options and leverage, you can quit your job. You can kickstart your own career. You can create your own career, yeah? And that's the ultimate leverage. That's the ultimate time wealth you can ever have. Can you retire early? Ask yourself. Can you retire early? Do you want to retire early? How? How can you do that? If you can pull that off, you will have a lot of time. You can travel the world, yeah? You can travel the world. Okay? So please discuss this exercise with your partner. Now, try to learn from each other. Talk, please. Talk to one another. Which actions will you be taking in your life to increase these 4 different types of wealth? Financial wealth, knowledge wealth, network wealth, time wealth, yeah? Please discuss them together. Try to learn from each other. Talk. You can discuss these questions here. What did you learn? How will you go forward? Can you think of some smart actions? How can you improve? Have you learned anything surprising from this exercise? What surprised you the most? Share your actions with each other. What can you do? Keep talking. Last 1 minute. Wrap it up, please. Let's wrap it up. Now, I want you to look at this slide. These are some smart actions to create, improve your wealth. Smart actions from Michael Simmons, Tim Denning, and Dan Koh. If you are not following them, follow them. Which action do you like best? Look at these insights, actions. Which one do you like best? Can you apply some of them in your life to improve? Which one do you like best here? You can Google these people. You can read their articles on Medium. You can go to their YouTube channels to learn more, okay? Which one is your favorite? Please take a note. Which one will you be implementing right away? And which one would you like to do more research on? Which one is the most interesting out of these three? And what will you do to explore more? Maybe you can Google their names and read their articles or watch their videos, okay? Each of them is a millionaire. Each of them is a solopreneur, and they have become millionaires by creating their own videos, newsletters, articles, books, etc. They created their own assets and they became rich. And they built their one-person enterprise, each of these. So look at them. How did they achieve it? Okay, the next one. You look at these lists, okay? Digital products, intellectual property, content platforms, audience and community, and AI-enhanced assets. So look at your assets across these categories. Identify 3 underutilized assets you already possess and brainstorm 5 new assets you could create in the next 12 months. And what could be your most promising asset ideas? Okay, so you will make a quick list of your assets, identify your assets you already possess, yeah, and then brainstorm 5 new assets you can create in the next 1 year. And what is your most promising asset ideas? Capture them. Okay, you get the idea. So that is your exercise. Let's start with digital products. What do you have? Give yourself a score out of 10. Out of 10, where are you? 0 means I don't have anything right now. I don't have any digital products. 10 means I have all of them, you know, or most of them. Do you have these? Do you have online courses? Do you have email lists, ebooks, digital guides, your own inventions, innovations, digital products? Do you have your Gumroad page? Do you have your Amazon page, Etsy page? Can you create some of these in the next 1 year? Which ones can you create? Please write down some action points. If you want to become a millionaire, one of the most effective ways is to sell digital products, yeah? You can monetize them. You will have some smart ideas. You will solve some problems. You will turn them into templates, ebooks, and sell them online. Sell these PDFs. You can sell them on TikTok Business. You can sell them on Instagram. You can sell them on Gumroad, Amazon, Etsy, Shopify. Okay? Once you have your amazing digital products, then you can sell them and make a lot of money. Yeah. If you have really good products that solve problems for your customers, then you can make a lot of money. And this is very smart because you have 0 distribution cost. You have infinite shelf space. You have unlimited scale. This is the smartest business idea you can ever develop. You don't have any costs. Once you build it, you build the PDF, yeah? Upload it, sell it on Gumroad. It takes just 10 minutes to start selling on Gumroad. Upload it, upload your digital product page on Gumroad. It takes literally 10 minutes. And then start selling. Tie it to your bank account, PayPal, that's it. It takes just 10 minutes to do that. Why don't you do it? Why don't you create your own digital products, ebooks, templates? Can you solve some problems? What are you passionate about? Can you create a lifestyle product, let's say? Healthy eating, healthy habits, how to make the most of your 24 hours, let's say, productivity book. Or what are you passionate about? Think about something that you're passionate about. The ultimate guide to doing a master's in the UK, let's say. You have done a master's in the UK, yeah? How did you choose the university? How did you apply? How did you come here? Can you create a guide for international applicants in their journeys? You can easily do that because you have done it yourself, yeah? Successfully, yeah? You are at a top university, right? You have done it successfully. What did you learn from that journey? Turn it into a toolkit. Start selling it online. You see? You have a lot of leverage already. You know a lot. Yeah? Capture that, monetize that, turn it into digital products. Yeah? Please think of some smart ideas. Yeah? Write them down. Brainstorm some titles. And upload them to Gumroad. Start selling them. And you can also use AI. ChatGPT can help you in creating this product. You don't have to write all of it yourself. You can use AI tools. You can use Claude. You can use ChatGPT. But remember, when you work with AI, you need to add your own personal touch on top of it. You need to add your humanness, creativity, your own expertise, your own experiences, your own emotions on top of it. Yeah? So that it's not dry, it's not mechanical, it's not formulaic. Okay? You need to add your own personality, your own experiences on top of it. So that it becomes like a signature book or signature product. Yeah? It should be something rare. It should solve a problem. It should be evergreen. It should be viral, that people want to buy it, download it. It should be affordable. It should be well written, well designed. Yeah? So come up with ideas. Okay? Let's wrap this up. Let's continue with intellectual property. Do you have some intellectual property out of 10? Where are you? 0 means I don't have any intellectual property. Think about these. Do you have patents, trademarks, copyrighted content, proprietary methods, systems, business, frameworks, models, branded concepts, distinctive processes, concepts, innovations, inventions, music? Do you have music, your own music, let's say? Do you have your own brands? Can you create some brands? Think about all of these. What do you have out of 10? And then can you create them? Can you create new ideas? Can you create new inventions? Can you turn yourself into a smart idea machine? Maybe you will create 50 new ideas, 100 new ideas every day using AI. Select the best of them, implement them, put them into action. Can you become a serial inventor, serial entrepreneur? You'll be inventing new things every day. Okay? So give yourself a score. Think of some smart actions. Things that only you can create. Others cannot create, but only you can create them. Maybe you are passionate, you have unique expertise, you have unique skills. Or you are ultra, super curious on this. Is there a topic that you can talk endlessly for hours? You know, you forget about yourself, time and space. You are experiencing flow. You love it. You are obsessed about it. Can you turn it into intellectual property? Think about that. Can you turn it into content, videos, courses, inventions, books, models, brands. Can you create them? Okay? Think of some action points again, write them down. Wrap it up, please. The next one, content platforms. The next one. Do you have these things? Out of 10, give yourself a score. Do you have your Medium blog? Do you have your Substack newsletter? Do you have your YouTube channel? Do you have podcasts? Do you have your TikTok, Instagram? Do you have your Medium publication? Do you have Substack newsletter? Content isn't king. Consistently helpful content is the king. Can you create helpful content for other people on social media or on these content platforms? Gumroad, Amazon, Etsy, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Can you create some reels, shorts, vertical videos with your cell phone? Can you create your own YouTube channel and videos? Can you create your newsletters, monetize it? Can you create a podcast? Can you write blogs? Which ones do you have? Give yourself a score out of 10. And then how will you build this? Think of this as a 10-year journey. It's a marathon. Think of this as a marathon. Don't wait for quick returns, yeah? This is a 10-year marathon. Which platforms are your priorities? Write them down. And think about your personal brand. What kind of a personal brand will you create in these platforms? Yeah? Create some ideas. Write them down, please. Smart actions, please. Smart actions. Please brainstorm, capture your ideas again. Let's wrap it up. The next one, audience and community. Give yourself a score, again, out of 10. 1,000 true fans is all you need for a sustainable creative career. Do you have 1,000 true fans? These 1,000 true fans will buy everything that you create. They will subscribe to you. They will pay you. They will attend your training programs. They will buy your products. They will come to your lectures, seminars, workshops, concerts, whatever. These are your true fans, yeah? And if you can build that community of 1,000 people, that means they will support you. They can support you from Patreon, Kickstarter, YouTube. They can support you from Instagram, Amazon. Wherever you are selling, they will buy from you. They will support you. They will trust you. Yeah? Who are these people? Think about your target segment. Define it. Write it down. Who are you helping? Who are these people? How can you help them? How can you gain their trust? How can you help them solve their own problems? Yeah? Think about all these things, yeah? Evaluate yourself. Out of 10, what do you have currently? And then again, some smart actions. Can you take some actions? Can you create your own communities? Can you create your own email list, subscriber list? Can you create your newsletter? Can you create your own membership site? Okay. Who are your supporters? Think about your target segments. How do you build community? Okay, so think of smart actions. Write them down again. Let's wrap it up. The next one, the last one, AI enhanced assets. AI won't replace creators, but creators who use AI will replace those who don't. So, give yourself a score out of 10. AI enhanced assets, what do you have? Out of 10, evaluate yourself. And then think of some smart actions again. What will you do? Identify a big goal that you will achieve in 1 year in this domain. Can you write your own book in 1 year? Can you create an amazing viral product? Ebook, maybe. Can you create your own brand and assets? What can you create? Can you create a new business system? Custom AI workflows? Can you create custom ChatGPTs, trained models? Prompt libraries? Can you create a prompt library of most promising prompts in this field? Let's say I'm using these golden, value-creating, money-making, amazing prompts. And I'm selling these prompts. 100 top prompts you can use on ChatGPT, let's say, to get rich. You can put them together, all these prompts. These are the formulas that will help you gain wealth and get rich, yeah, and transform yourself. What are these prompts? Everybody is curious about the best prompts, yeah? You can turn it into an ebook. Okay? So what else? Machine learning applications, custom GPT models, can you create it? Can you create your own inventions in this field using AI? Think of AI as your personal assistant. Work with ChatGPT or Claude. Can you create new amazing things with your AI partner? Think of this as a symbiosis. The AI partner is your robot, is your mentor, is your professor, is your business partner, yeah, and is your teacher. So you can consult this AI model on everything. You can create conversations, you can create a symbiosis, you can create value together for the long term. And these AI tools will help you tremendously to solve problems, yeah? And whatever you learn along the way, you can share it with the world and you can monetize it, okay? So what can you do? Think about some smart actions again. What will you do specifically? Write it down. I will go to Claude or ChatGPT. I will ask questions about these topics. I will create amazing, viral, evergreen, mind-blowing contents on these topics. I will create a library of the best prompts on these topics. And I will publish this as an ebook, and I will sell it on Gumroad. And I will do this weekend. Okay, specific actions, write them down. Okay. Let's wrap it up. Again, I want you to discuss this with each other in clusters of 2. What did you learn from this? Is there anything surprising? Which asset ideas are most exciting? Which assets will you be creating? Can you share some of them with each other? Maybe learn from each other? Support one another, yeah? Share. If you are inspired, what are you inspired by or excited by? Was there anything surprising here? Share it with one another. Keep talking. Talk to each other. Where are you in these categories, yeah? There are 5 categories here. Where are you? Which one is your priority? Digital products, intellectual property, content, audience, AI-enhanced assets. Which one is your priority? And how will you go forward? Share with one another. Keep talking. Or write down some action points for yourself. Which one is your highest priority right now? What will you do this weekend, just immediately this weekend, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? Yeah? What will you do? How will you go forward? How will you grow your assets in these domains? And if you could talk to your future self who lives in 2035, what would your future self tell you about this? Imagine that. What are the smartest actions, the most strategic actions you can do right now, this weekend? What would your future self tell you? Your future self who lives in 2035. Yeah? What would that tell you? Okay? So please write it down. Again, reflect, share. And let's wrap it up in 1 minute. Okay? Let's wrap it up. Now, you can explore the rest of the things on your slides. They are very self-explanatory. Here are some insights, again from Tim Denning, Dan Koh, and Michael Simmons. You can look at them, implement them. And then, in this AI revolution, you have two pathways. You can either take the fear response, AI will take my job away, resistance, fear, competing against machines, diminishing returns, yeah, you will lose it if you go with fear, yeah. Instead, you should go with growth, curiosity. You should be more curious, entrepreneurial. AI will transform my capabilities. I will become entrepreneurial. I will create enormous value. I will create serial inventions, innovations as a solopreneur, as an entrepreneur. I will make a lot of money. I will make thousands of dollars using these AI tools. I will collaborate with machines. And I will have exponential advantage. Okay? So, how do you use prompts, the right prompts? Whenever you are giving prompts to AI, make sure that you involve these. Are you clear? This is like a checklist. Are you clear? Do you give context? Do you have constraints? Do you have examples, sample outputs? What is the role? What does AI do for you? Do you want AI to be teacher, guide, investor, your business partner, your professor? Like, give it a role, yeah? Format control, specify the output structure, and knowledge checks, verify understanding before proceeding. Have you done these things? Give yourself a score, yeah? Whenever you are dealing with AI, are you using all these 7? If you are not, then your prompts are rubbish, yeah? Like, you have to think about all these 7, yeah? So that you are very good in prompt engineering. And remember, prompt engineering is one of the most crucial skills that you can ever have today. The ability to ask the right question will make you rich today and in the future. If you have the ability to ask the right questions to AI, you will get rich. You will get wildly successful. But if you are not a critical thinker, if you are not curious, if you are only fitting within the boxes, if you are living within your mental walls and fear and stress, if you lock yourself within your day job, then you will become a slave. You will never be financially independent. You need to get beyond that mental walls. You need to be independent, free, get free of those mental walls. Yeah? You need to achieve, declare your independence. You can only do that by being curious, critical thinker. Yeah? As a critical thinker, as a widely curious person, as an entrepreneur, how can I create value? How can I ask the right questions? How can I use the best AI tools with these 7 things? Yeah? Then you create enormous value because you know how to ask the most interesting questions. You ask the right questions in the right circumstances, using the right constraints, using the right examples, the right role and format. Then you can become rich. Yeah? You can become entrepreneurial. You can create a lot of value. You can monetize your creations. You can turn them into social media posts, ebooks, inventions, innovations. You can create lots of amazing, fascinating things. And this is the key to becoming rich today and in the future. Yeah? That's how you become rich today. Okay? So whenever you are asking questions to AI, always mention these. Yeah? What's the role of AI? What's the context? What is the specific task? What is the format? What are the constraints? What are sample desired outputs? Always specify them, okay, to get high quality answers. So, AI capabilities are doubling every 6 months, remember that. What seems like science fiction today will be commonplace in just 1 year. Remember that in your career. Next year, we will arrive at so much innovation that you will be dazzled. You will be astonished. And these AI skills, they are doubling every 6 months. Remember that. Doubling every 6 months. They are getting better and better and better and better. Yeah? And these are super smart already. An AI system is super smart. Even if we combine our collective intelligence, yeah, I bet Claude will be smarter than us. Why? Because Claude combines the all human intelligence together and can access it in seconds. Even if we work all together, we cannot compete with Claude, even today. Like, imagine what will happen in 6 months or in 1 year. These AI systems will get super clever, super smart. How do you thrive and benefit from this in your career? That's the $1 million question. If you don't want to lose your job, you have to be super intelligent with these tools. You have to be super smart, super curious, super entrepreneurial. As a solopreneur, you can transform your life with these AI tools. Yeah? Even if you spend 5 hours, 6 hours on these, I congratulate you. That's the best ever decision you can make. Is this more important than your coursework? Definitely. Leave your coursework. Even if you fail your coursework, I don't care. This is so much more important than your coursework. Come on. You will eventually graduate from UEA. Nobody cares about your master's degree. What matters is your ability to be curious and create value, exceptional value, being super curious, super smart with these tools to create value for enterprises, for companies, for individuals, to solve problems that really matter tomorrow. We don't even know what these problems are. So be super curious, be super anti-fragile, you know, and play with these tools. Yeah? And I'm the only professor who will be telling you about this. Nobody else even cares. Nobody else cares. Only you can save yourself. Nobody else will save you. Your professor cannot save you. Your university cannot save you. Your boss cannot save you. Your organization cannot save you. They don't care about you. You can lose your job instantly today. The job market is broken. Jobs are in decline. People go out of their jobs. They are laid off, even right now. Robots are replacing, even right now. AI is here, even right now. So, if you use these AI tools in a really smart way, you are like Tony Stark. You have the power of 100 people. You combine the intelligence of 100 people. Yeah, that's the ultimate power. Yeah, and in order to leverage that power, you have to be super curious. Super curious. Curiosity is a muscle. You have to multiply it with 100. If you can multiply your curiosity with 100, then you will create amazing value. You will be curious about things that nobody is curious about. That's how you create ultimate value today. Yeah? That's how you get rich today. And using these methods, I have made thousands of dollars myself. So you can also do that. Remember that. You can create your YouTube channel, you can create your Medium, you can create your ebooks, digital products, you can teach these, you can create your digital courses, online courses, you can create your knowledge assets, products, you can sell them, you can give consultancy to businesses, you can teach individuals, and you can be rich if you do these things. Yeah? And that's ultimately the best that you can do today. Okay? So, are you achieving this shift? Ask yourself. Are you linear or non-linear? Are you in single discipline or multidisciplinary? Are you about adaptive iteration? Are you climbing the career ladder or are you building a career portfolio? Are you stable or are you adaptable? Okay? Ask yourself these questions. Okay, so there are more. Please explore them. More slides, more principles, read them. There are more exercises, do them. Okay? Lots of exercises. And if you implement them in 100 days, that's the ultimate transformation. If you can implement them in 100 days, and you have more than 100 days until your portfolio submission, yeah? You have more than 100 days. Use the best of these 100 days, yeah? To develop, implement these principles, and incorporate them into your asset creation. And remember these mental models. Master these mental models. These are the mental models that matter for the future. Remember them? Remember these platforms. Remember your curiosities. Turn them into assets. Build your assets to get rich. Okay? Look at the stock market. Look at the technology companies. What are they up to? Be curious. Look at investing. How do you get rich? Look at your asset creation project. Do them for yourself, yeah? And turn them into publications, assets. These are some of the assets that I have created. Look at the examples, okay? Be curious. Your portfolio guidance is here. Remember these 5 parts. Make progress on each of them. Job application, asset creation, imagination experiments, learning adventures. This is lecture evidence, and then seminars, 7 seminars. Put them all into one Word file, yeah? 5 sections. Make progress on each of them. If you have any questions, email me. The most important part is asset creation, remember that? 3,000 words. And this is the checklist. You put all of them into one file, yeah? You include these. And implement these checklists. Remember these checklists? Please go over these checklists and implement them for your project. Okay? So you are the hero. Do something remarkable. So I'll share with you, finally, my books. This is the squash book. I uploaded it in today's lecture section. You can read it for free. You don't have to pay, yeah? This is the squash book that comes from our squash lecture. So you can read it. So I turned it into an asset, yeah? And all the exercises, you can do them, yeah? Squash, use the squash for creativity. Okay, so this is the squash book. I uploaded it for you. You can do the exercises. And then I also uploaded my 99 Creative Journeys book. I uploaded it for you. Again, you don't have to pay for it. I uploaded it for free, yeah? It's on Blackboard. Each of these is a different journey. Chapter 1 is Journey of Superheroes. Imagine you can fly like Superman, use telekinesis, speak 12 languages, all of these things, superpowers. You can turn yourself into water, you can survive extreme heat, etc. And then chapter 2 is Journeys of the Future. You visit a parallel universe, you live in a starship, you teleport yourself in computer games. You are offered a free holiday to the moon. You see a strange light in the night sky. You encounter aliens. You move at the speed of light. You have gone beyond the solar system. All these exist. You are falling into a black hole. You landed on Mars. All of these things, yeah? And then technology, chapter 3. You are living with robots. You are living in singularity. You observe your own body. You work and live in the metaverse. You travel to the year 2800. You are living in a simulation. You live until 200 years old. You can freeze your body. You can clone yourself. You can use telepathy. You can manipulate weather. You can use teleportation, yeah? And then chapter 4, Journeys of Fantasy. So these are fantasy. You are a monster. Imagine you receive a surprise package and lots of fantasies. And then Journeys of Success. Imagine you actualize yourself. You build your content empire. You can make 1,000 in 24 hours. So each of them is about success, yeah? And then after the success, journey of your life, you can go back 20 years in your life, multiple personalities, and all these things. Return to your childhood, exercise about your life. And chapter 7 is Journeys of Nature. These are about your travel to the nature. And then the next chapter is Spirituality, Faith, okay, Supernatural. And then Invention, Journeys of Invention. Imagine you are an inventor. These are super fun, by the way. And yeah, that's it. All these are 99 different journeys, yeah? I uploaded it all. You can read them, implement them as you wish. And these are my 43 enchanting movies. If you haven't watched them, watch them. The trailers are here. Being John Malkovich, Big Fish, I Heart Huckabees, Birdman. Have you watched these? Inception. Look at the trailers. These are some of the best movies. Groundhog Day, have you watched them? If you haven't, watch them, okay? And learn from them. These are all about creativity. These are some of the best movies ever done. So watch them if you haven't, okay? So this is all my favorite movies. And I also put together my top documentaries. If you haven't watched them, again, you can watch them, okay? So these are my top documentaries. Again, watch the trailers. And this article, it has made $200. So look at these documentaries, watch the trailers. If you haven't watched them, watch them. Many of them are on YouTube. and they will transform your life. Yeah, they will make you much more curious and knowledgeable. Many of these are award-winning, so watch them if you haven't watched them. They will transform your life. Okay. And yeah, read these articles as well. These are all in your Blackboard. Okay, and watch Shark Tank. Watch Shark Tank videos as well. And more articles are here. Okay, you can read more. All the seminars are here. You can read the seminar work, and all the reviews are here. What we have done, it's a review. And I also recorded a video for you, do's and don'ts for your asset creation project. Please watch the video, because students are falling into the same traps again and again. I talk about these mistakes here. Don't repeat those mistakes. Watch that video. Okay? So everything is a wrap up. If you go over the slides, you will remember all what we covered, yeah? So go over them, explore them, and do the exercises.